How are you thriving? I'm live streaming. Tell me your struggles and your needs. Tell me everything. What's alive in you? Tell me. I want to know. Because how you feel and what you need matters. You are so creative. I bet that when you are being loved up and you know that you have unconditional belonging and others are in your circle and making you feel like you make sense and receiving you with warm regard, then all of a sudden your thoughts and your words and your actions and your deeds become fully in alignment and your higher self is online. You are a super duper 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 hero. Look at you. You're so lovable. I use TikTok Eulosis to connect with you and to be able to see you and to feel you. Boop. Boop, you're so lovable. No matter what. And you're very loving and sweet so long as your needs are being well met. And in order for you to feel fully fulfilled and to be able to self-actualize truly, may I offer 6 practices. Number 1, become aware that you are God. You are part of the divinity, the light that shapes everything. There is no separation between you and this beautiful source energy that creates from the frequency of love, the dooba-scooba-doo, and it destroys from the frequency of fear and hate, jujuju, the hibbida-jibbida. So we just be like, it's okay, hibbida-jibbida. It's alright about juju. We're just gonna have a love spell for you. We're just gonna do a little affirmation. Oh, you're so cute. You're so lovable. And you're so creative. You always know just what to do. You got the wisdom. Trust yourself. And whenever you ask for help, it will be answered every single time. I promise you. Try it. Try it. Ask source energy. Ask your angels. Do it right now. Go. Do it. You're a superhero. Ask for help though, because you're not here to do it alone. You are not alone. You may feel like you are alone sometimes. Come here. You're so cute. Get over here. I'm going to squish you. It's a love squish. Get over here right now. I could do this forever. You're too lovable. Get over here right now. I want you to have the best existence ever, okay? I don't want to have to threaten you with one of these devices. It's a tickle torture claw. I want to tell you guys about something, but it's a secret. Come here. Go over here. Come here. Shh. Don't tell anyone. Okay. If you fart in your hand and you close it, then you could, let's say you're with your friend and you're like, I don't want them to smell my fart in your hand. Close it. It's the most loving thing you could do. Do not, it's called cup of soup. Do not give this to anyone. Don't open it up in your friend's face. Don't do that. Just walk over here. Just open it in the room. And let it go. It floats away. That's what I wanted to share. My brother used to use that one a different way. In a less loving way. Andrea Salzar says, okay, I know. So Kel says, same. Okay, no matter what age you are, poop and pee and things that are stinky and gross will always be funny. And that's because you have a disgust circuit and all your brain circuits are up in your brain, but in your brain stem is the disgust circuit. And things that trigger your disgust circuit can be really funny, especially if someone else's disgust circuit is being triggered, then it's funny, you can laugh. So laughing is another way of healing. Laughing and crying are like, they're twins. They're besties. They're pretty much one and the same. Laughing and crying is so healing. So healing. And guess what? The more spiritual you get, the more you're gonna cry, and the more you're gonna laugh. It's so true. Hello, hello. Yes, True Beauty says laughing and crying helps us to release life. And PP Perman says, I had so much anxiety yesterday. I don't know why. So the reason you're having anxiety is because you're having a healthy reaction to what's going on around you. And of course you're feeling how you're feeling. Anxiety can feel in my body like I'm dying. I equate anxiety like at the worst part of the scale to feeling like I'm about to die. Have you ever had a panic attack like that? And I would describe anxiety in my body as this like tinkering and electricity that skimpakakas all over, and it's like tika taka baka, and then you're sort of on high alert and feel like, ooh, am I about to get in trouble? Am I about to be shamed? Yeah. So come here, give me a hug. Of course you're feeling that way. You get to co-regulate with your tribe. Your tribe has been with you for many, 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 many generations throughout time and space. Your tribe has been with you for all of time and space, in fact. And you can tap into, since all of the cosmos exists inside every single being, you can tap into the hive intelligence anytime. And you can connect to all of yourselves in your past lives. You could connect to all of your ages. Everything is available right here and right now. And if there's someone that you want to connect with, you can talk to them right now and right now. Right here, right now too. And I'll give you an example. Sometimes I do these phone calls with people who I want to have a conversation with. Typically it will be a tender talk that is important to have because I have big feelings and needs that I want to share. And I want to not only have shared understanding, but I want to find a way forward. And because of the stagnation of energies that are not moving and the lack of flow and togetherness and having, my heart yearns for this conversation so there can be movement. So I have the conversation myself. And in calling the person, doing like this phone call where I'm pretending, I can channel the other person. Now, the other person is not involved in this work, but they are benefiting and receiving the work just as I am, because we're all interconnected. And the work that I do is done in and through them also. So now when they speak to me, my vibratory field and their vibratory field is different. And this works also anytime you are in the present moment and interacting with another being. That other being can read your brain. We use telepathy. There was a big group of flies in the doorway. I said, no, you don't come here. No. I haven't seen any flies in that doorway again. There's flies in my hallway. I'll do the same thing. I promise you, no more flies. We could clear the energy of the space and declare like, no, like the space is for this. And as the higher conscious sentient beings on this planet, we're having a healthy reaction, which is anxiety. My goddess is having anxiety. And if you're having anxiety, that's because you got a healthy reaction, because you're supposed to be a god or a goddess, and all the animals are meant to come to you, and you're supposed to bring incredible positive change so all of life is thriving. The world is meant to emerge in abundance, where we raise willingness and capacity to meet needs, never using money or votes, because then there's a bunch of people going without based off of merit. And we know that world doesn't work anymore, and we're ready for something more. So as a result, we're having a healthy reaction. It's a bad juju, hibbida jibbida, anxiety, dangaralili. I know. That's what makes you so lovable. My sweet, sweet. Someone said that they saw me and they didn't say hi to me. Why would you, PP Permit, why would you not say hi to me? I'm so sweet. Has any of you met me in person? Put in the chat and tell people how I act when I see someone who says, Daisy, I'm very loving. And you, especially if you're a goddess, I'll probably go give you a hug, tell you how lovable you are. And if I really feel close to you, my voice may change. I will go like this, look at you, and I will start to put my head out, and sometimes I will go like this, like that. That means you're so cute, and I cannot take it. And I'm having a physical reaction because you're so lovable. Look at you. Hey, did you guys see that video that went viral of me? And then Panasaurus says, PP Perman, what are you doing here, friend? I love Daisy. I like how you said friend. So, oh, hi, Granny Sherry. Your son passed. I care about that. Your struggles matter to me, and how you feel matters to me, and I want you to feel wonderful. And if you're grieving, then of course you feel that way. And your pain is welcome here. Your tears, all of it's welcome here. Go ahead and let's wallow in the mud together like little piggies, and we will cry about everything that is sad, and you will tell me everything, because I need to know everything that you feel is important that I need to know, because your pain matters, and your pain is sacred. It is to be honored. Everything is sacred, my Duba Sweet grasshoppers. All right? If you want to be a Duba Sweet grasshopper superhero, that's a Duba Doo, and then you love yourself up. Because how are you going to be a super duper hero and levitate off the ground because you're flying so high and feeling incredible and be able to ignite the fire of everyone else unless you take impeccable, radiant, outrageously loving care of yourself? You always do, my Duper Sweet. You are gradually more loving and healing. You are like a angel baby face that does reverse aging, and you are a bewildered childlike presence that is in a super learning state all the time. Your eyes are wide and your pupils twinkle, and they look like hearts. Look at your beautiful heart-shaped pupils. You have the most clear, flawless skin. Now that you're taking really good, vivacious care of yourself, all of the cells in your body are swelling like big, plump, cellular, hydrated dubascoobs. And they're so filled with nutrients and minerals that you glow and sparkle. You've always been a Disney princess, prince, superhero. Dumanu. Did you know that? Did you know that you've been booped on the nose? Boop, for all eternity. And your lovability has been proclaimed and has been ever expanding forever. And no matter what, you will always return back to source energy, which is pure love. And you will create experiences and vibrate through love and fear like a Dumani. And then you will be able to use time and space to go certain places and do certain things, but you can access everything right here, right now. And you can use your telepathy to talk to whoever you want, wherever you want throughout time and space. And you can go anywhere you want with your mind. You could see into the future or the past. And all of the information is not only available, but all of the language is the same. So no matter what being you see, you have this intuition now. You just tap right into source energy and you're like, God, through me, as me, I'm going to communicate with this being. And you know to twinkle, you know how to sparkle. You know how to twinkle. And when you look at others and witness them, you just think to yourself, as you look at them, I love you. I love you. And your eyes are different when you think this way than when you think other thoughts, when you're comparing or somewhere else. Your eyes are very different when you are completely present, thinking, I love you, and looking deeply into the eyes of the other, not coming up with a story or an enemy image, staying away from evaluations, staying away from strategies, and trying to figure it out, and riding the blue of life. Figure it out and riding the blue of life. I know you love it so much. You're so good at it. You're just pretending to be a basket case sometimes. I know. You're really a super duper hero. Have you figured out what your meaning and purpose is? Do you know? That which is the incredible positive change that you are here to bring. Goddesses. I have some fans here who want to contact me, who've even seen me in person. Could you guys email me at loveengulfing@icloud.com? Loveengulfing@icloud.com. Aw. Lily Some Sweet says, hey Goddess, she says, I wish we could hug right now. Your hug feels like it'd be warm and healing. Get over here, Goddess. You're too loving and sweet and too lovable. Everyone help me get to Goddess before she gets too lovable. Get over here. I know. You know, you don't have to carry all that stuff on your own. Come here. I love you so much. You've always been so loving and lovable, even ever since you were a little baby when you knew everything. You're still just like that sweet baby. Do you know that? That's how I feel when I hug you. And all of you are having healthy reactions. If you could change your consciousness to evaluating, thinking, strategizing, to attuning, co-regulating, collaborating, then your whole life will change. And just stick with body sensations, feelings, needs. Like, let's say someone does something and you feel angry and you want to respond with a boundary and you want to tell them. If you sit with that energy and you get in touch with what's going on with your body and you follow your body, and then you think to yourself, like, what were my needs that were up? And you start to focus your attention on your needs, then you will start to feel differently than your anger. And you will begin to see that when you get in touch with your needs and your body, like when you're angry, your body may be like stiff or trembling or shaking. When you're angry, you may feel a whoosh of blood leaving the viscera and the gut so that immunization and digestion stops. You may feel like a rush into your arms and legs so that fight or flight has begun. And as you're in your sympathetic nervous system, your jaw gets clenched. And as you tap into all of this and you get in touch with your needs, not what's wrong or what happened or what this person did or said, but what are your needs? Trust, kindness, right? Maybe something someone said is below your standard of respect and kindness, and you are not available to be spoken to or treated that way. You may feel scared or hurt. There's something that triggered your anger. Your anger can be a dangerous ally if you don't understand what you're feeling and needing and what body sensations are going on and what's actually happening for you. And when you get in touch with all of that, you're not angry anymore. So underneath violence and anger, you're going to have debilitating panic attacks and it'll feel like you're dying. And then right after that, you're going to go through the grief and mourning stage and you'll cry. And then you will get to the play and spiritual joy and ecstasy stage. And then after that, you will get to pure love, bliss, and source energy. And those are the stages that you go to spiritual awakening. And there's a process too. So there's 5 steps. The first step is you acknowledge the jig is up and domination systems hurt us. That which is run off of our sympathetic nervous system, we don't do that anymore. We're not going to be in fight or flight. Step 2, we turn it over to our parasympathetic nervous system. To love God nature, where our resource self is going to be online. Not our sneaky, controlling, punishing self that has to use leverage because it doesn't trust. So love God and nature takes over. This is where we sit in the space of I do not know. And step 2 is about sitting in the space of I don't know and allowing that space to become us and not trying to figure it out, but being uncomfortable and being okay with that. Step 3 is now we figure out, Nate, I'm sober from market economy. I don't use money. I live off of $220 a month. I just got housed in government housing. My rent is $56 a month. That is my only bill I have. My phone bill is paid by one of the people who listens to my work, and they benefit because I didn't have a phone for like almost a year, and it benefited them for me to be able to live stream and not have to go get a hotspot. So I meet my needs by raising willingness and capacity, trusting in the universe, having interdependent relationships, going to my community, and through fellowships of other spirits with the same gifts and talents who are like-minded that meet needs together. And this is how we exit market economy. So step 3 is you find your meaning and purpose. You're not a worker. You can no longer be for sale anymore. Therefore, you must have a meaning and purpose so that you find the incredible positive change that you are here to do in the world. Now, the 4th step. This is when the suffering ends, because you are not alone. You did not come here to do this alone. We are alone when all of the same child age together, when all of the same animal or plant or adult with skill set is together. When all of the same are together, that is a form of separation. Step 4 is about coming together. We are easy to control when we are alone because we are one nervous system, so we're not as emotionally strong. We are one mind, so we are stupider and are more likely to make decisions based off fear. And instead of looking within to God and attuning outside to nature and being collaborated with the most love and care, we will be collaborated with the most fear and control and look outside of ourselves to an authority. So instead of that, we want to turn it over to love, God, nature, trust that. Be in the space of not knowing. And here we're really suffering because we're all alone. You guys know I was living on the beach like 5 years ago, and it's been a rocky road, but that's because I couldn't be available for market economy anymore. And I had to create the vacuum and the space of void where I didn't know. And I had to have the trust in the universe and the interdependent relationships and the community members and the fellowships. I had to allow all of that to come in. And that's what step 4 is about. When you find out your meaning and purpose, my meaning and purpose is to awaken the superheroes and unite them. Those 2 things. 1 or 2 things you are here to do that will take you to your soul tribe. That is step 4, is you gather your soul tribe. In step 5, we carry the message to liberate the whole planet. No one can donate to me, Carissa. And Carissa, you can do it. You can have abundance and you don't have to buy it. And I'm telling you, this world exists. If you take the leap of faith, come and see me in Venice and we can talk more about it. I don't have a family trust in that. My inheritance and all of our money went to my mother. And my books and the wealth that I create is not going to benefit me. It's going to bring incredible positive change to the planet. I'd like to share with you guys just a couple pages that I wrote. It is the last chapter of the book that I wrote, The 5 Steps of Global Liberation. The last chapter, chapter 6. It's called The Great Global Liberation, New Human, New Earth. This is the day we knew would come. We will embrace our celestial brothers and sisters. We will no longer be in the timeout of Earth. We will create a world that we all share. We will dissolve borders, rules, and laws, governors, leaders, enforcers, top-down authorities, and so much more. Our hearts always knew that this more wonderful world would be possible even when we gave into the programming and temporarily believed in the dense reality that was presented to us. Now, after receiving incredible information and technologies in the age of information, we know that not only have many of our fellows been imprisoned, but so have ideas, information, and inventions in order to hold us back and keep us powerless and feeling hopeless. So we will listen to authorities. With joy, we dissolve fear, guilt, and shame, replaced by our brave love and positive intentions. we are ready to rise to a new frame. The collective becomes aware that when we are separated from other minds and are of one mind, then when we are separated from other minds, we are easy to control. A network of many minds is much harder to control. Because we make decisions, I have to edit this, you guys. The collective becomes when we are separated from other minds. Are of one mind. Okay. Copy. Oh, well, I'll edit that later. Okay. A network of many minds is much harder to control because we make decisions for everyone based off care and needs. You guys want to see what I'm seeing? Here, I'm going to flip it for you guys. The collective becomes aware that when we are separated from other minds, we are easy to control. A network of many minds is much harder to control because we make decisions for everyone based off care and needs. Instead of when we are of one mind, we are more likely to make decisions from coercion and fear. See, so I have to edit that, you guys. Instead of when we are separated, then we are likely to make decisions from coercion and fear. When under the stress and duress of threat and punishment, or under the coercion of reward, it is easy to see how people are willing to harm life and commit atrocities all over the world. These atrocities become known, and we feel powerless and very sad as we suffer. Although we may feel alone, we are suffering together. Separated also because categorization of all of the same is a form of separation, yet we are in fact together. We acknowledge and know that our hearts are longing for a more beautiful world that is loving to all. Our hearts desire flow, harmony, and for our universal needs to be met through willingness and raising capacities. We want love to lead the way, putting aside our fears and becoming brave. We want togetherness, not making decisions alone ever again, because now we are collaborating with the group conscious mind. Never having to endure difficult emotions alone or celebrate alone, because now we are co-regulating with a network of familiar emotional bodies, biofields that we are. Beautiful, expanding field of energetic systems, all feeling emotions together, empathizing in a resonant field as we attune to bodies using telepathy and other gifts and treasures and talents that have been hidden from us. Perhaps many of the stories we have been told aren't true, and as disclosure of truths continue, our hearts unlock and open even more to a world that is possible. For a long time, our governments have been hiding the truth from us. Our government wants us to believe their lies and turn our power over to them. But real power does not ask for this. Real power is truthful, trusting, transparent, and gives their power away to everyone else. The powerful are not meant to lead. In the new world, the powerful allow the vulnerable to lead. It is called courting when we allow the vulnerable to lead. Just as the ocean does, allowing all channels and rivers to flow down to him like a king, so that he holds them high above. I remind you of your great power. Do you use your power over? The renewed, restored higher self is in perfect alignment, living symbiotically with love, God, and nature, the perfect balance. Now, having risen, liberated, the whole entire planet will be lavishly covered with food forests, and watering holes will be everywhere. There will be abundance of options we can choose from when deciding what temperature water we would like to bathe in. It will be rare to eat the same type of fruit or vegetable or meat because of all of the biodiversity. There will be no fences or walls or anything to prevent herds or our beloved animals from moving freely. We will not harm or enemy image bugs, predators, birds, or any other life. This world will be so incredible and unimaginable, but we cannot believe or even imagine it yet because our group conscious mind will create it from all of our minds. It will come from the most intelligent, loving part of us. As all of us together thinking and breathing and moving together, intelligent, loving part of us. As all of us together thinking and breathing and moving together. We will do this with all of life benefiting from our actions. It is called a symbiotic dance. Flow. Go, superhero, go. That's what it's called. That is why we act like superheroes with the most amount of love and care and the least amount of force and control. The new superheroes don't have bad guys. We have healing and integration. We don't create enemy images or stories anymore. We love everyone, even those who have hurt us. We give them chance after chance after chance after chance until we are at capacity. Then we take a break, and then we give them another chance. We do not outcast. In the new world, we allow others to always come into our life again. In this new world, we will be so happy because we will see the world is quite easy and wonderful. And when we are in balance and flow, it all feels good. Living in a world where all of life is sacred and part of the oneness, birth, death, life are all sacred. Every organism and subatomic particle is sacred. The whole entire universe is sacred, part of the oneness and has intelligence. Acknowledging that every single cell in our body has its own intelligence. That our body and organs individually have their own intelligence, as does our subjectivity, our witnessing presence, and every other part of our multidimensional consciousness has intelligence. And that we are everlasting, time, and never ending. In this new reality, we arise from fear. You guys, I'm getting tired of reading my own book. Isn't it so good? It's the best book in the world. It's my gift to everyone, and it's here to awaken us all. How are you guys doing? I'm ready to connect for a little bit. I love you so much. You're so lovable and loving and sweet. So goddesses, I don't want any of the males reaching out to me. Goddesses, loveengulfing@icloud.com. Okay? And the book is called The 5 Steps of Global Liberation. I'll be reading it online too, so you guys can have the audio, and I'm gonna post it. You guys can get it on Kindle or hardback or softback. Okay? I love you guys, and I love and release you. Okay? And promise me you're gonna think about how lovable you are. Okay? And boop yourself on the nose. Boop, and be super sweet. And when you look into the eyes of others, think about how lovable they are, and just say it like this. I love you, as you look at them.